to my channel. This is Magdalena, and this little thing here is Mr. Teddy, who probably was in my last video, but yes guys, I do have a teddy bear. But anyway, talking about today's videos, last video I talked about personal statement and how to get into uni, how to write a good personal statement. So if you missed that, just find the link below. Today I'm gonna focus on nursing, which is the course I applied for, and how to get through the interview stage. Yes, unfortunately, in most of the cases, you have to go through an interview with nursing. But don't panic, you will be able to do great. Give you my tips, what I did during my interview and how I tried to seriously overcome this big step. So referring back to the personal statement, the aim of the personal statement is to understand your motivation about doing the type of course, and especially your experience and the skills that you have as well. Now, with interview, you just basically have to prove and to demonstrate, express everything you wrote in a personal statement, but verbally. So as I was saying before, they want to find a link between what are you going to say to your personal statement to see if what you wrote comes from within you. So and as we talk about nursing, they want to see someone was able to verbally communicate well. He's got good communication skills and is willing to do the course, willing to go through some of the struggles, the difficult times nursing course has. So first of all, relax. They know they probably are anxious and might be all shaking. They understand the position you are in. However, you need to show your confidence, which is actually the skill they want to see. Talking about the questions, different universities ask and especially organize, plan the interview in different ways. Some of them they just ask questions and want to see what you have to say. Some of them might organize even little scenarios you have to talk about. So try to be prepared about different things you can respond well and do well at this. If you think about the questions, most of them are skills like interpersonal skills related. So they might ask you again about your course, why this choice, and not probably something else. So try to be prepared to answer this question and to link everything you say to your personal statement. And try also to show your passion about nursing in this case. They might ask you what do you think about the course itself, like what you're gonna go through, what do you think you're gonna be doing. So try to think ahead about what nursing involves and how stressful this course may be, if it's about the weekends, working weekends, and especially how you will overcome all the stress and all the difficult moments. So they understand that you know already what to do, or at least you have a little plan. If you talked in your personal statement about some of the experience you had in the past, they might still relate to those experiences. Be ready to enlarge and go deeper in explaining what you went through. Sometimes they point out how difficult it may be to try to organize your workload and placements time and your family around, this big and really tight schedule. So try to express your understanding about the difficulty of doing all this together, but also your will to do this well anyway, your motivation to pursue the course anyway. So as I was saying before, different universities approach in a different way during the interview. Some of them might show you some pictures because they want to know what you see through the picture, what you think the picture is showing you. In this case, you can practice with some pictures. What I will suggest you is that to see the picture overall and try to focus on the details. If there is anyone in the pictures or a person, trying to understand, focus on the expression of this person is having. If there's another person, a gesture in the picture, try to describe it and try of course to understand what the picture is about and probably what's the message. Some universities also use a scenario-based interview. In this case, they might be giving you scenarios with different situations, and the aim of these scenarios is basically to understand how you would react in different situations. Your organizational skills, your management skills, and especially your way of thinking and prioritizing as well. In this scenario, you might talk about teamwork, or you might talk about prioritizing a patient, or in a situation maybe between the mom or the baby, or the mom or the children. So in each scenario, try to think about the values that as a nurse you have to have, and how you would prioritize those situations, how you will manage those situations. Don't be afraid during these scenarios, because there is no a perfect and correct answer. Many people will manage and answer these scenarios in different ways, which might be all correct. What they want to see is your personal skills and what comes in your mind first. As I mentioned with the pictures, you can actually practice with these scenarios as well. If you Google scenarios or go on YouTube, you can find different scenarios. And then last but not least, most of them at the end of the interview may ask you if you have any question for them. Now it's easy to think, oh no, I'm not gonna say I have a question for them even if I do, because you want to appear you understood everything or you know most of the things. This might be tricky, so actually do ask at least one question at the end of the interview if they ask you, because this will show that you want to know more about the course and you're really interested about it. If it's already something you will ask, just go for it. Or I would suggest ask for a book or anything it can be helpful for you during the course, something you can read about. So these are all the options you might go through during the interview, and this depends on which university you applied for. However, what I would suggest, the top tip is to practice a lot before, especially if you don't like to talk about things, so you don't feel comfortable in front of people. Try to practice in front of a mirror, or probably ask a friend or a member of the family to ask you questions, even trying to imagine what they might be asking you. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I really hope it's gonna be helpful for you. If there is anything else you want to ask or anything probably forgot to mention, just leave a comment below. If you don't want to miss my next videos, just don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you on my next video. Bye!